Hello everybody, this is UFC Wildcat.
And I'm Powder Blue Bolts.
And we're going to start off our bowl special. We're going to talk about every bowl game that's going to be happening, all 35 of them. And we're going to give you a little synopsis of it. We're going to give you some key players. We're going to give you all the interesting stats and everything for you before you watch your bowl games.
All right, and to start off bowl season 2012, we have Arizona versus Nevada in the Gildan New Mexico Bowl.
Now, as an Arizona fan, I'm ecstatic. We got bowling even though we were told that we weren't even going to be bowling. So I'm happy about that, even though it is a kind of piss-poor bowl. But hey, you can't complain. You didn't win the games you were supposed to, so we'll take whatever we can get. And we're going to start out with key players for both teams. And for Nevada, who are the key players that are going to help them win?
Nevada, we're highlighting 3 players per team. And Nevada, we have Stefan Jefferson. Looks like he's got about 1,700 yards on the year with 22 touchdowns. And Brandon Wimberly, their wideout, with 4 touchdowns, almost 800 yards, and he's easily their #1 target.
And we also got quarterback Cody Fajardo. He is a specimen. He's a really good quarterback, but I mean, they mostly lean on Stefan Jefferson, who's right now the #2 leading rusher in the NCAA. This kid is a beast. He is going to run you down in that Chris Alt pistol. It's a great thing to watch, and Chris Alt has mastered that. He is the father of the pistol, and he has taught these kids well, and it's really showing in the ability for Stefan Jefferson to run, and not only that, for Cody Fajardo to get his passing yards off that run. And now we're going to go to the key players for Arizona. We've got a few, and the best of the best, the nation's leading rusher, Kadeem Carey. He is also the nation's leading yardage from scrimmage man with 2,054 yards from the scrimmage. He is a beast. He runs the rich rod, hurry up, read option offense. He'll take the ball and he will drive his legs and he gets every single yard. But for Arizona to win, they need the next 2 people to have an amazing game against a very good Nevada offense.
And that's going to be quarterback Matt Scott and their leading receiver in Austin Hill. Matt Scott's more of a dual threat guy as opposed to just a pocket passer, and he has almost 30 touchdowns on the season with 3,700 yards total. And then Austin Hill, man, seeing this kid play, he just makes catches when you think that there's no way he's going to catch it. And the yards after catch, he is just amazing. And he's only a sophomore, so things are only going to get better from here. So watch out for Matt Scott and Austin Hill to just shred that Nevada secondary.
And the thing that's really good about Austin Hill is he is a great yak yardage. He gets open, he runs crisp routes, and he's always going to find a way to get into holes of zones, or he's going to beat his man-on-man coverage. He's going to find a way to get open, and he's going to hit that hole. He's going to get you big yardage. There are so many key plays. He was actually a Biletnikoff finalist, and it's going to be really exciting to see him against Nevada and the really porous defense of Nevada. And I think you're all wondering, hey, there's defense in games too. Unfortunately for both teams, they have no defense. It's going to be an offensive shootout. This game's going to be all offense, so if you like that, this is a game for you to tune in. This ain't going to be no Alabama, LSU 6-3 game. This is going to be explosion everywhere, big plays and everything. So, what are some interesting stats about Nevada that you can tell us? Something that, shows us the weakness or the strength in Nevada.
Well, Nevada, the Wolfpack, against teams with, as of right now, a current losing record, they are 7-0. So I mean, they can easily beat the not really that great teams, but
teams they're supposed to.
Yeah, against teams with a current winning record, they are 0-5. So
wow,
they struggle against teams that have pretty good players and against the big name schools. But as far as Arizona, if you take away 2 of their blowout losses to UCLA, who played for the Pac-12 championship, and Oregon, who's going to a BCS Bowl, 2 really, really good teams. In their other 3 losses, they've only lost by a combined 16 points.
That is true, yes. And there are actually a few games that they should have won. Against Stanford, they had the game, but they let it slip away. That's them being young, the defense being bad. That's a game that they lost. Against Oregon State, they had the game. They had them stopped. They had a chance, 3rd and long, inside the red zone. They gave up a nice wheel route to the Oregon State tight end and a big touchdown there. Game over. And I could say the same thing for Nevada. They almost beat Boise State. They beat Boise State, and I think they get a share of the WAC championship. But again, You got to close. That is the game that you have to win. If they can't do that, then that's their fault. That's why they're playing in the New Mexico Bowl. Now we're going to hit on what each team needs to do to win. For Arizona, literally, Kadeem Carey's going to do what he does. He's going to drive he's going to get his yards and everything. That's okay. Matt Scott, in games that they have lost, Matt Scott has been a turnover problem. Against Oregon, he had 3 turnovers, one of which was on downs, and a few picks inside the red zone. He can't do that. You can't do that. Against Arizona State, he had 4 crucial turnovers. Against Arizona State, the rival, the one team that you have to beat if you're Arizona. 4 crucial turnovers, which led to points for Arizona State, and they lost. They were up by 10 in the 4th, and they lost that. They lost by 14. You can't do that. You need to control the ball. So Matt Scott needs to play perfect football in order to go out a winner as a senior. What does Nevada need to do to win?
Well, while Nevada does have a very impressive ground game, the number 2 leading rushing team in the nation, it's come against people that are, less than great. But if they continue to run the ball effectively and stop Arizona's high-octane offense, it could lead to a victory. But I honestly just don't see it with Matt Scott, Austin Hill, and Kadeem Carey on that offense. Stopping them is going to be really, really, really difficult because Arizona is going to take advantage of this underachieving defense in Nevada.
Well, that's the thing, too, though. Nevada's got a good offense, and they'll be able to compete with Arizona. That's something that's scary. That offense is good enough in the pistol. It's something foreign. It's something Arizona has not seen. That pistol could take advantage of a very weak Arizona defense. They don't generate sacks. Their D-line's pretty bad. They've got a good linebacker in Jake Fisher, but he doesn't do the job. They've got Marquise Flowers, too, who is a great heralded guy out of California. They got him, and it's really good for them, but they need to find play in their linebackers. Marquise needs to have an amazing day. Jake Fisher needs to have an amazing day. And if they don't have that, then there's no way Arizona is going to be able to stop Nevada, and it will be a shootout. So let's go up with a prediction. What do you think the final score will be, and who wins?
Well, I think Nevada's going to compete, like you said, but I don't think they're going to be able to keep up with Arizona's high-powered offense. And I think Kadeem Carey has a day, does what he does, makes an early case for his Heisman candidacy for the 2013 season, and I predict the Wildcats cruise past the Wolfpack 42-24.
All right, I have Arizona blowing out Nevada. There is no way. Arizona's defense, they are very opportunistic. They're going to bend, but I don't see them breaking. Against USC, they got a lot of crucial turnovers. I think they'll be able to do that against this Nevada team. Hopefully stop Stephon Jefferson. I predict Arizona wins 52-24, and Arizona blows it out. Big play. Kadeem Carey gets 2,000 yards on the year, breaks the NCAA, or he gets the national rushing title, and he is going to be in your top 5 for the Heisman in 2013. That's UFC Wildcat and
Powder Blue Bolts.
And that's our first bowl special. Hope you all enjoy, and tune in next time when we talk about the Toledo, Utah State, and the Idaho Famous Potato Bowl. UFC Wildcat and Powder Blue Bolt signing out.